Sara. Welcome back to another video tutorial here at Mrs. Lincoln's Inkin. Today I wanted to show you an updated video of my craft space. A few years ago I did my very first YouTube video and it was actually of my space, and throughout the years it has changed and I've added things, I've taken things out. My husband says that it's a never-ending project because I change it all the time. And we are actually right now in the middle of a very small renovation, so it's not completely done in the way that I want it, but it's getting there. It's pretty close, so I thought I would do one right now and then do another one when it's completely done. So let's go ahead and just jump right into it. I'm actually standing in our hallway right now. My craft room is on the first floor. My husband was kind enough to let me turn a spare bedroom into my space. So I'm standing in the hallway, so my workspace is the first thing that you see, and I love that about my space. When you walk in the door and you come to the, or look to the left, you're going to see it's got nothing. This is actually a space that we are making for my daughter, so she can be in here with me. She's got her little, bookshelf here with her coloring books and a few toys, and then I think a certain Santa is bringing her a nice giant easel that's gonna go right there. So she loves to come in here and craft with me, so I wanted to make it friendly for her as well. So here's the door right here. And so right next to the door is where I have my punches. And I know a lot of people use the IKEA rack. I just used a window, like that you put above your window to put your valances and stuff on. That's just what I use, and it works perfect for me. It's sturdy, holds my stamps, and it's very inexpensive. And that's the main thing I love about it. Up here is just a little shelf that my mother-in-law actually gave me, and that's where I just keep my a few cards that my daughter has gotten me, and a few gifts that I've received from other people. My owl, because I'm obsessed with owls. So then over here is just another shelf that I keep. This is a Christmas card that I got from my upline. It's absolutely gorgeous. I don't know if you can see it because the light's weird in here apparently right now, but and then these are projects that are going to be sent out to people that are just waiting to be sent. It's the Christmas card I'm giving to my daughter. And then above here is just my shelf of things that I've gotten or made. It's my radio that my dad gave me. It's an AM/FM radio. I love that it's like the old, look to it. I just love it. And then my lantern is right there. I'm obsessed with lanterns. They're all throughout my house. I don't know why, but love them. My Kyle Busch race car. I love it because it's pink and it's breast cancer awareness. Now, if you were familiar with my room before, you know that this space right here used to be where my mom would come over and craft. All of her table and stuff was over there, but she graciously gave it to Emma, who is my daughter. So here is my TV and Emma's millions of movies that she likes to watch when we craft. On top of her bookshelf is where I keep my Big Shot. And then in this pink thing right here is how I store all of my dies and framelits and things like that. So it's right next to my Big Shot. And then over here, this is how I store my 8.5 by 11 current Stampin' Up! Paper. It's the only paper I use. And this is how I store it. All of the names are on the tabs right here. And those are all full sheets of paper. Then up here I have my little caddy with hole punches and pens and my crocodile and my corner chomper, pens, scissors. These are new scissors that are coming out in the Stampin' Up! Occasion Mini in January. So excited, guys. You're going to want to come and see that. And then, you know, of course, just little extra things in here, paper clips, things like that. Over here is another shelving unit that I got from Michael's, and this is where I keep, this is all my Stampin' Up! Markers, dictionary. I don't have a lot of Copic markers. I use them, but not a ton, so that's all I have. I have one of every color, so it works well for me. My ATG gun, this is all extra shapes, you know, like when you cut them out of the Big Shot and you decide that you don't like it, that's where I stick them. And this drawer is where I keep my sponges and my daubers, and this is not an ideal space. I'm trying to come up with a different space for this, but that's what it is for now. And then over here is my computer, another shelving unit, my envelope punch board. This is all current, you know, little, ooh, there was a sneak peek of the new pad from the Occasions Mini. But anyway, those are current little pads from Stampin' Up! And then this is, I made this little box here, and this is like when I make a card for my blog, I put, you know, what stamps I used, inks, paper, tools, so then when I'm posting to my blog, I can make sure I give you guys all of the right information of the products that I used. And then here are all of my distress inks, Emma's crayons, stamp pads. Now this row over is current Stampin' Up! These over here in this row and this row are retired colors, but you will see throughout the rest of the tour, I am kind of a hoarder. I like to keep old things just because you never know when you're going to need them. So that's my desk right here. Oh, this is, my husband built this for me, and this actually swings out like that, and then this is where the camera goes. So when I make my video, I'm trying not to make you sick right now, that's what you see. And it's actually hanging on that little, you know, thing right there, and then when I don't need it, I just push it to the side. I love that he's creative like that. Okay, so underneath my desk here is kind of a cobble, but again, it works for me. I have shelves back here that this is right here. It's storage that of things that I don't ever use, but again, don't want to get rid of. This right here is how I keep track of all of my scraps. I punched out a piece of each color cardstock, and then I just stapled them to these little hanging folders, and this is how I keep all my scraps. And then that way I also know what color it is too. And then in this Jetmax shelf, we have my scrapbooking pages and page protectors from Creative Memories. Those are the books that I use to make my scrapbooks. Love Creative Memories and their scrapbooks. Hope they keep them around for a long time, otherwise I'm going to be lost. In there is just extra Stampin' Up! Paper packs, Creative Memory paper packs, embellishments. Again, stuff that I want to have but don't really use. Over here, right next to my chair, is another little shelf, and this is where I keep my clear blocks, my adhesives, extra, you know, sticky strip and ellipse tape, Creative Memory. And then in here is, you know, post-it notes, extra dimensionals, tags, things like that. In these drawers here, this is where I keep all of my 6x6 paper packs. I have Stampin' Up!, Lawn Fawn. I buy just kind of whatever I like. It doesn't matter to me. In here is my embellishment drawer, pearls, jewels, things for my daughter's book that I found. You know, things like that. So that's where that stuff goes. It's just kind of a catch-all drawer. Down here is twine, flowers, more you know, paper packs. And then in here is just the same thing. I kind of have an obsession with paper. But, you know, if you're a crafter, you gotta have a lot of paper. Okay, so moving to the right of my workspace is this little shelf right here, which is right above, or right below the window. This is the main reason why I kicked and screamed to get my room upstairs, is because I love just coming in here, watching it snow, rain, opening the window in the summer, and smelling the fresh air. This is why it's upstairs. So, right there in these two containers, this is all current stamps that I'm using for my daughter's book. Just some that I've just, you know, ordered from Simon Says Stamp, Hero Art Stamps, Stampin' Up! Stamps. It's just kind of a catch-all of ones that I know I want to use in my daughter's book. This little container right here is my Stampin' Up! Simply Pressed Clay. It holds other clear stamps, the remotes to the TVs. It's just kind of there, I guess. Excuse me. So then below, this is where I hold all of my 12x12 DSP, and you can see how some of the tags have pink on them right there. That means that that certain paper pack is retired. Again, I don't give it all away. I still have some. Then down here, this is where I keep my cord for my video, my ideas, my directions of projects that I've made, so I can make them again. And then, oh, there's my puppy. Hi, Vinny. And then in here is embossing folders, baby wipes, my creative memory, circle cutters, oval cutters. In here is my embossing powders, my embossing buddy, glitters. And then in this drawer is just stickers. And I've tried to organize my stickers by occasion, so like wedding, baby, holiday. And that's what's in this drawer too, is just more stickers. So then we move on to this shelving unit over here. And this shelving is a new addition to the room as of last night. So it's not completely done yet, but it's up and on its way. This, I can't reach that thing to show you. I need a stool, but that basket right there is of clear stamps, hero arts, and lawn fawn, and things of that nature. My little monkey owls and pigs are my favorite. And then those are just some wood mount stamps that I don't go to all the time, but still love. My Ranger foam applicator wheel. Love the foam applicators. My Xeron machine. And then just my smelly goods. That's me and my daddy. And so, just got things around there. This is actually, just this right here in this little screen, is my current wood mount Stampin' Up! Stamps. I'm not a wood mount girl, so that's, if I have to get them in wood mount, I do. But I try not to. Excuse me. And then this is how I keep my buttons. I sort my buttons by color. I don't sort them by size, just by color. And I just got these little shelving things at like Myers or something like that. And then I just dump all my buttons in there, and that works for me. Then down here I have my Cricut and my Cricut cartridges. And then this little shelf. This is all extra or old. Some is still current. Stampin' Up! Punches. There's creative memory punches mixed in there. And then there are all my creative memory punches right there. Envelopes. This is the box of pictures that I'm working on right now for my scrapbook. I'm doing a book for my daughter. Her paints, and this is kind of her area too. This is a catch-all box right here. Just has extra, extra snail and red sticky, and but this shelf down here and everything, this is her, that's her paper, her stickers. I find that if I keep stuff in Mommy's room that she can get to, she doesn't really touch my stuff. And then on this wall is just, you know, scrapbook pages I've done, a memory box, things like that. So then over here is the closet. And this was also new as of yesterday, so we still have to paint the walls. I'm going to do like a color border, you know, on the walls right here. I'm going to do something neat. So that is still yet to be worked on. But when you look in my closet, you see the embellishment center. And on the top, I just have, you know, like mailboxes and stuff that I've done. And then extra accessories. These are just where I keep, you know, my brads and my embellishments. And I don't have a lot of stuff on here that I use all the time, except for my baker's twine and my ribbon and stuff like that, my embossing powders. But the stickles and stuff like that, this is just where I like to keep them. I don't want to keep them in drawers. But so to the left of that rack, down here is where I keep my finished 12 by 12 scrapbooks. And these are my, you know, rollers and extra stamps. A book that I just picked up at the dollar store, and I use this for like homemade DSP to have like a book page in the back. So I just keep that there. My iron. Now up here, all these stamps right here are retired Stampin' Up! Stamps that I just cannot part with. I use them still quite a bit if I'm making a project for a family member and I think to myself, oh, I need that stamp, and I know it's in a retired stamp set, so I keep them. So here's the embellishment rack again. So to the other side of the closet, this is where I keep, or this is my picture taking station. So when I get done with a project that I need to post to my blog, I just stick it up there. This shelf is, I don't know what it's going to be yet. Right now it's my lovely paper towel holder. And then down here is my wireless printer. Dog heard something, sorry about that. And in here is extra computer paper pens. Down here, this is actually my daughter's book that I'm making for her, and you know, all of the stickers and stuff that go in the book. I keep them all together just in this box because then I won't lose them, or if I go somewhere I know that I grab everything. And then right outside the closet here, see, there's still stuff, a step stool and stuff here because we're still working on it. But this is where I keep all of my current clear Stampin' Up! Sets right here. And those racks that you saw in the closet, those are going to hang over here and somewhere. Behind the door, this is actually a find at a garage sale. I found it. It was $5. I was shocked, but hey, I liked it. So this is where I keep all of my finished cards that I'm not quite sure who they're going to go to or what I'm going to do with them yet. I keep them sideways like this because they don't really fit the other way, and I don't, so that's that. And then I just have a little Stampin' Up! Shelf that I did a few years ago that just found its permanent home there behind the door on the wall. So anyway, guys, that is my scrapbook room. Oh, I guess I forgot to show you that up there. Up here is just extra storage, another shelf, my Creative Memories storybooks, Mod Podge, Stampin' Mist. This whole box right here is pictures that hopefully someday will find a home in a book, but that's kind of unlikely. And then extra DSP and stuff like that is up there in that. So that is my scrapbook room tour. I really hope that you guys enjoyed it, and I hope that I didn't make anybody too sick with my little clip here of my room. So I hope you enjoyed, guys, and until next time, happy inkin'!